Hey, welcome in everyone to the Game or Die channel. Tonight, I'm going to take you for a ride. All right, that's right. Tonight we are playing for Retrocember. We are playing Marvel vs. Capcom, the fourth installment of the fighting game series and collaboration between Marvel and Capcom. So this was a crazy interesting game when it came out in the arcades, and yeah, I played a little bit of it in the arcades. I remember really digging it, but I only played a few times. It wasn't until I got my hands on the home version, the console version for the Dreamcast, and then also for the original Xbox and PS2, it also came out as. Man, I love this game. Everyone loves this game. There's a reason why. It is just crazy fun. So we're just gonna get right into it. And we're going to take a look at the roster here really quick and just kind of go down what the roster has. So starting up to the left, I have not unlocked all 52 different characters because that takes a while. And I've done that over the years, but this save with this VMU, I just do not have that, unfortunately. But the characters that we do have, we've got Guile from Street Fighter, which he's always been one of my favorites in Street Fighter. Just that flat top, man. If I could get my hair to be Guile flat top hair, man, I would lose it. I would be so happy. Then we got Amingo from something. I'm not really sure where he's from. I don't believe I've ever looked it up. And then obviously we got Cyclops from X-Men, and then also Wolverine from the X-Men, but he's got his bone claws. If you take a look at his character sprite, they are actually bone colored. And that's kind of the only difference, obviously, with the actual look, is just his claws are a different color versus his adamantium claws in another character. But you got to remember, the bone claws were kind of a big controversial thing back then. It was not like, oh yeah, he's got bone claws. It's, wait, what? He's got bone claws? How does that work? And that was introduced kind of a little bit later in the X-Men comics when Wolverine was introduced as, no, his claws were not part of the Weapon X program. He already had bone claws when he was original, like just as a kid and everything. And they laced him with adamantium. So I always thought that was a really cool little add-on to his character in this game. Then we've got Psylocke, also from the X-Men, and then Marrow, who's got a really cool moveset. I've always liked Marrow a lot, her and Spiral. Son from Capcom, early Capcom too. And then we got Ryu, who I've always liked Ken. Ken has always been one of my main in Street Fighter. I've never really been a Ryu guy. Then we got Zangief, who has got not only just a really good sprite in this game, but look at that background. Look at that background image of him, his character profile, man. That's a stern-looking dude that you do not want to walk into that back alley with. Then we got Ruby Hart, which is, honestly, I think probably my favorite character in the entire game. I love her moveset. She's also a pirate and has a pirate, background stage as well, so that's always fun. Then we've got Cable, who got way more popular in the last several years. Not only with like the Deadpool 2 movie and Thanos basically being also Cable, which I've always thought was weird. I hate the fact that Josh Brolin is both Cable and and Thanos. That should never happen. I don't care what studio or who you are. You should never have the same actor portray two separate characters. That is just dumb. And then we also have him who became prominent in the X-Men 97 cartoon, the one from like last year. That was really cool. I'm really excited to see where they're going to take Cable in this next season, whenever that comes out. I think next year. Then we got Iceman, Bobby Drake, and then our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, good old Captain America, and then Hayato, who I cannot remember where he's from. I can 99% guess that he's a Capcom character, but I don't know from what game. I thought it was Strider, but Strider's actually already down here as well. So if you remember where Hayato is from, give me a drop in the comments and let me know. And I won't go look it up. I'll just trust you. Then we got Anarcharis from Darkstalkers, right? Man, Darkstalkers needs to come back. That is such a great fighting game too. Sakura from Street Fighter. T-Bon with her little character. I can't remember what that little mini character is, but definitely Capcom over the years has really like put that character in stuff like Dead Rising. As Frank West, you can actually put like the little character Lego head on and stuff. It's great. Then Dr. Doom, who's a really fun character. I've always liked Dr. Doom. And then Venom, man. And oh, I love this color scheme for Venom. It's like honestly one of my favorites. The black I get, you know, it definitely is the original color scheme. But when you get this blue hue to it, it just makes it pop and stand out a lot more. And it works for this character. Then we got the Incredible Hulk in Rogue, which unfortunately I really don't like the default color scheme for Rogue here. Like she just doesn't look like, it looks off, right? It's weird. Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series, and then we've got Strider as well. Now, I don't have any of the other characters unlocked except for Omega Red, and Omega Red has always been my favorite X-Men villain. Out of all the villains you got, like Magneto and all that, no, dude, Omega Red is my man. So we're gonna go with just kind of a standard team here, and then we'll switch it up. But let's go ahead with Wolverine and a variety type, because I've never known what the types do. And then let's do a little bit of Cable and have a projectile type, and then Spider-Man, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with a capture type. There we go. Obviously, always go with Turbo, and let's go for a ride with Guile, Marrow, and Hayato? That's his name? I can't remember. Man, he's such a forgettable character. That's okay, though. I'm totally fine with that. I haven't played this game for years, man. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning experience for me. And if you know me at all, I'm not a big fighting game guy. I think a lot with the fighting games nowadays, they're just built for the community. They're really built for a very small subset of people. And it's such a bummer because back in the day, these games were, you know, really for everyone. And now, I was in the closed beta for Marvel Tokon, the new Marvel game that just is going to come out next year, I think. Maybe next year, who knows at this point. And that game, unfortunately, is 90% cutscenes. And not cutscenes like story cutscenes, animation cutscenes within the game. So you're fighting, and you do a move, and man, you're waiting for 5 seconds to have the animation finish up. And that can happen like 20 times in one single round. So if you have a 99 timer, which is like what, like a minute and a half, that timer should count down within seconds. So you should have a minute and a half per round. That round could go for 5 minutes because of all this stopping of the animation. It just freaking sucks. And I'm not saying the animation sucks. I'm saying that it's not what I come to fighting games for. I come to fighting games to beat people up and, you know, have a good time. Man, I need to learn the moves here. I love that back shot that he does, and then the little kind of twist at the end afterwards. Ah, so good. I love her boomerang for Marrow. Man, that boomerang is rad. Come on, there we go. I'm trying to remember how to swap out, man. There we go. There's a nice little grab, and I want to do the specials. But I've always been a button masher, unfortunately. That's just kind of my play style. I've talked about it many times before. I think I even talked about it in the last fighting game for Retrocember. But I do try to learn some basic combos, just so I'm not sitting here smashing buttons the entire time, right? Come on, we can do this. Come on, Spidey. Get a couple basic combos in there. I did win, though. I did win. So that's good. And that art, dude, that art is so good. Oh, so good. All right, stage 2, and we got Ryu, Jill, and Psylocke. Psylocke is an interesting character because of her attire. I've never really cared for Psylocke, but her attire was always a point of contention with my mom whenever I would want to read comics and she was on the cover of an X-Men comic, or her action figure, or even, I think she's in the TV show, I can't remember. But I remember my mom was just never happy about her attire. And I get it. I totally get it. But as an adult, it doesn't bother me, obviously. But, oh, man, she did not like the fact that she was in that attire. I will say it's really, like, a cool costume. And then also it totally makes sense because she's like a ninja and stuff, right? Like I said, I've never really gotten into her character, so it's never really been one of those things where I started learning about her or reading stuff with her in it. And she's always just kind of one of those side characters that pops up every once in a while in most things. All right. Oh, man, I was going to block that. I was going to try and jump over it first, and then I was like, no, that's going to be too hard, and I tried to block, but it didn't work out. Yeah. I wish I could get like some of these combos going, man. Like the special moves. Oh, there goes Wolverine. Come on, man. His projectiles, man. Yeah, they're pretty tough. No. She gave him a green herb. Oh, this isn't looking good for Spidey and friends. What's really interesting about this game, too, is the use of the 3D levels. The 3D levels were always kind of a little bit weird looking and out of place, but I think they work very well for this game, and it has become definitely something that you love about it, too. Like, all the levels just look really cool, but at the time, I'm getting my butt handed me. I think Jill's gonna sick some zombies on me. I'm working on it. Come on. I'm making it happen. Ah. I got close. Kind of. Hey, I held my own for a little bit, all right? I held my own for a little bit. Okay. So we had Wolverine, Spidey, and Cable. We're going to continue on, and now we're going to try some other characters. Let's see, who do I want? Let's do Dr. Doom. Sounds really fun. Ruby Heart, because like I said, I really like Ruby Heart. And then let's go with good old Omega Red, man. Omega Red has always been, like I said, one of my favorite villains in all of Marvel, so let's do it. Okay, so a different team up this time. Cyclops, Spider-Man, and Nakarobus? I can't remember how they pronounce his name. The Egyptian guy from Darkstalkers. So, if you've never played a lot of the older Marvel games, they weren't always the best, and I think one of my favorites, though, was Ultimate Alliance. And everyone loves Ultimate Alliance nowadays, but it wasn't that big of a game back then. I don't remember anyone ever talking about that game when it came out. And I loved Ultimate Alliance, and then when Ultimate Alliance 2 came out in 2009, I was stoked for it. We had like a big old party at my house, and we were gonna do multiplayer and all that. But we ended up, oh man, dude, Dr. Doom just got wrecked. Let's get Ruby Hard in here. Dude, Cyclops is okay, now he's switched out to Spidey. Anyways, we quickly learned that Ultimate Alliance 2 was nowhere near as good as 1. And the reason why is because with Ultimate Alliance 1, you have a universal ending moment. Like, the universe is gonna end, and that's like the crux of the gameplay and the story of that game. Is Dr. Doom is basically becoming a god and going to literally just destroy the universe because no one deserves to live. Like, I think that's kind of what his ultimate goal is. And like, the Watcher has to get involved, Uatu and stuff like that, and Galactus. It's just crazy. With Ultimate Alliance 2, they split the game into 2 parts. So you have 2 different stories. And the main story ends in the middle of the game. And then the other story is nowhere near as crazy. Oh, man, dude, Spidey, come on. One more hit. Dr. Doom, there we go. Yeah. He rocks a little bit like M. Bison. He's a little bit M. Bison in some of those movesets. But part of the story in Ultimate Alliance 2 is just Civil War. And back in the day, Civil War was still brand new, so it was kind of cool to see that. And I think that's a much stronger storyline of the game, too. The secondary storyline is nanobites are taking over Wakanda and then taking over the world. Oh, I lost, really? Man. Oh, it was time limit. Boo! Boo, time limit. We'll try one more, because I want to talk about Ultimate Alliance 2 really quick. So who do we want? Who do we want for the next round? Let's go with Venom. He's a good power character. And I'm not good with Ryu or Guile, but let's go with Guile. I like Guile. I'm bad with Guile. I don't know his moves at all, but let's go with Guile. And then let's do Strider. Strider's a good like hack and slash character. So Ultimate Alliance 2 basically starts out with the Civil War storyline, and it's really epic, it's really cool, and then stops in the middle and finishes up. And then you have the much weaker story of, oh no, nanobites are taking over the world. Like, yeah, sure, taking over the world is bad, but destroying the universe is so much worse. And that's what Ultimate Alliance 1 is, destroying the entire universe, versus a single planet is just overrun by some nanobites in Ultimate Alliance 2. So it really doesn't hold water at all in that game. So I always was trying to tell people, like, some of the stuff in Ultimate Alliance 2 is good. I really like the team-ups. That's really fun. But other than that, like, I can't even remember any good levels in Ultimate Alliance 2. With Ultimate Alliance 1, crap. I avoided most of that, though, so that was good. Stupid zombies. Okay, Venom. There we go. Yeah, bringing Guile. She needs to stop bringing other people in. Giles making it happen. Okay, stop with the call-ins, man. Jill freaking sucks. Come on. Stop it. Punch her out. Punch her out. Make it... Guile. There we go. Yeah, toss her out of here. And we got this stupid monkey chick. Get her out of there, too. So, like I was saying, I just really don't understand Ultimate Alliance 2 at all. I think they just dropped the ball so hard. the two stories where the first story is much more stronger than the secondary story just really left a bad taste in my mouth. Having it nowhere near as epic as well just kind of soured me on the entire game. Hey, look at that, I won. Okay, who do we got next? I think Venom did a pretty good job, you know, kind of taking out the harder characters for a while. And then Guile, like, really held his own in that one. This is going to be a weird one. These are all weird power characters. Except for the cactus guy. I don't know about him. We'll see. We shall see. Venom versus Hulk, man, that's a great battle. I want to see that. I haven't read a whole lot of Venom stuff either. And I've never really liked the whole anti-Venom and Venom being the lethal protector. I've always liked him just being a straight-up hardcore villain, not an anti-hero. I've never really enjoyed that. He's always best when he's battling Spidey and just being a complete and utter jerk. Eddie Brock is a great Venom, and I don't like when they change out. Like, Eddie Brock's son, I can't even remember his name. I want to say Calvin. I know it's not Calvin. It's like Harris or something like that. Venom got destroyed on that special move there. Hey, at least I'm blocking. See, I'm trying to... do a sonic boom. But I don't know is there a move list? There's a button combo. Okay, that's it. Command, default, no? Okay. Just checking. Yeah, dude. Guile's holding his own. I think we can get this. Stupid guy. I can't get this guy. Dude, he's stuck in a corner, but he's not letting me hit him. Yeah, there we go. Switch him out. Guile needs a little bit of health. A little bit of rest. Oh, crap. Oh, dude, he just canceled me out? Tech hit. Ah. Oh, I think this is going to be it. Well, you know what? If I could get this guy sucks. Come on, Strider. Take him out. So I played a lot more of the Xbox version of this game, the Xbox port, and I was able to do combos a lot better in that for whatever reason. I think because of the button mapping, it just made it a little bit easier with some of the buttons mapped to the black and white buttons. Remember that? Remember black and white buttons? None of this hamburger or double square buttons or nonsense or share button. Man, bring back the black and white buttons. I do think that the shoulder buttons or the bumpers, the left and right bumpers and left and right triggers are fantastic. I think that's a solid, good choice for changing on the controller. But bring back the black and white buttons and give us back start and select, or start and back. I prefer back. I think back is a better button than select, but at the same time, I don't think it really matters. Literally anything is better. Oh, we got a mirror match going on. Anything is better than the 3-line button and then the double square overlap button. Because what is that garbage? And I appreciate the idea of the share button on like the PlayStation 4 and 5, but man. And also with the, the Switch has the screenshot button. I think that's kind of cool. But I primarily game on PC, so like that stuff is already mapped very well, and I already have other stuff for it. I don't like mirror matches because I always forget which character I am. Because I do play as different colors a lot too. So I'm thinking I'm the blue guy because we were playing Venom as blue earlier, right? So it's just it's a little bit hard for me to keep track of the character that I'm playing as. There's Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. I like how you can have the character like show up like every split second sometimes. And they'll just keep saying Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Come on. Dude, he is just blocking everything for me. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh crap. Hey, look at that, I'm blocking. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh dude, we have 2 Striders? I don't like that. Again, two mirror you should never have mirror matches in these games when you're playing in arcade mode. You should never have to fight yourself. Like, that's just dumb. It's one of the things that I've never really liked about fighting games is I think they could do... This is the thing. People act like stories in video games are like the most difficult thing to come up with. Okay, here's the story that I proposed for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that they should have put in. There should be a story where Rift opens up in the multiverse, and all these characters from the multiverse, from both different Marvel and Capcom universes, all land together, and they are having to have to learn how to get back. But some people don't want to go back, and they want to take over this new world, like all the villains. And so the story mode should be heroes versus villains of both Marvel versus Capcom. And then in the middle, you have some of those like team ups fight in the middle, and then you fight some of your partners. That's literally such an easy story that I came up off the top of my head, and there you go. That would not be hard to implement either. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard to implement at all. So I don't know why people act like story mode in video games are difficult. It's not. Think of literally anything, and that's better than nothing. So that's Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. That's going to do it for tonight's Retro Sember. I hope everyone has a great and awesome day or night wherever you are in the world watching this. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow for more video games. Until then, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.